Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday, Purpose Driven Entrepreneurs. Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to another live. Um, I'm having my lives in our community Wednesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern. This time we've had some changes with our schedules, so I hope this is actually a better time for those of you that are having that are in our community and are always joining us for all the content that we share here. I want to thank you as usual for following the community and for aligning your value with everything that we do here. As you all know, the members are the stars of this community, right? Because I am under the impression or under the value or belief system that we all shine our light in the world through our own authentic, unique ways. So everyone brings is such an amazing asset inside our community. I'm also live on Instagram at Alona Lipari Official. So for those of you that are joining me on Instagram, join our I should say Facebook group community, Badass Mission Driven Entrepreneurs, and vice versa. If you are in my Facebook group, definitely connect with us on Instagram as well at Alona Lipari Official. So you'll be able to get access to the content from both angles, and let's stay connected. Stay connected in the journey. Um, I think a lot of you know that I do think that business growth is a journey, and I am a big proponent of investing in human relationships because journey is long, life is long, right? It's a lifelong journey, and business growth is also one of those lifelong journeys. That for some of you are gonna be, it's gonna be something that you continuously do to make the impact and build the legacy brand that you are proud of, and you can um, leverage it to pass it down through generations, or if at some point or another you are no longer happy with the business you have built, I always say build a business that you can make an asset out of, and then of course transfer it out to someone else if that's what really comes in your journey and you feel like that's the right thing to do. So that really aligns with our topic today of why should you build your business to sell it? Or if you're looking to buy a business, what should you be looking for? Right? So, how to buy or sell a company that, of course, is an asset and you have built something amazing and massive, right? So, let's start with how to sell your company, right? Again, I know that a lot of us here are purpose driven entrepreneurs. We have built our businesses because we feel like this is our calling to the world, it's our mission, it's the way that we're going to make the most impact. And through our business, we're as an asset, we can take that and we can leverage that for other amazing causes and things that we're trying to contribute to the world. So, for those of us that are going to build a brand out of that drive and purpose, of course, I always say that you need to have the fundamentals of business in place and you always need to be working in the right priorities so that even if you do decide that your paths have changed or your calling has changed, because I do also feel like as human beings, we're always evolving, as visionary leaders, as business owners, we're always evolving. Maybe you got fulfillment from your business a couple of years ago and you build into a certain level and something's happened or you have outgrown something and you just feel like your business not giving you the happiness and the joy that you once got from it, right? Because ultimately, I think we all build businesses not only for the impact that we get to make, but also for the income that we get to create. So, depending on your phase and stage of life, your priorities change, right? Your priorities change. And I think it's very normal to go through that. So that's why building the foundational pieces in business, which is what I've put together in my latest book, Purpose Driven Entrepreneurship, which is available on Amazon right now, is needed at whether you change your mind along the journey, you change directions, you evolve and grow, or whether you're just going to continue to have your business drive your legacy. So here's some things to look for if you are when you are building your company to sell if need be. You want to ensure obviously that you always have the foundation in peace, right? Your return, your profit, it needs to be healthy, right? The company needs to be producing profit after your expenses, right? And what you have also invested in the business. So, in order for someone to consider your business as an asset, they need to ensure that your business is healthy and it's producing profit. So, that would be the first indicator to always work towards in the business through aligning teams, systems, clients, offers, all of that good stuff, so that you are always bringing in productivity and profit, right? At the end of the day, that's really important. The other thing is the contact base that you have built, the audiences that you have built. That is something that will never go away. I always say the size of the impact you make with your business and the income is directly correlated to the audience and the quality of relationships that you have in your business, whether they are brand loyal fans that you have built over time, or existing clients, or past clients, or future clients. All of that is always a metric, let's call it a metric, that everyone that's going to consider buying your business or your company is always going to look at, right? What is the size of your network, so to speak, that your business has reached through all the measures that we speak about here very often. That would be the second one. And then the third one, I would say, is the scalability of your business, right? So if we take out the business owner, will the business operate on its own, right? And this connects obviously to the health or holistic health approach to business growth. Is the business healthy, producing profit? And also, is the business operating without its owner, right? So, and this is obviously achievable through when you build the right systems in place, when you have built a good solid brand, and you also can scale your business offers, right? So when you have done all of these different things in the business, then obviously it just becomes a more valuable asset that someone is willing to consider, or you are willing to put a price to your business for someone to take over and continue the legacy of the business, or drive that mission and vision that you started as the founder, right? So those are the three metrics if you are looking to grow your business, to sell your business. And then on the other side, I would say it would be the same thing if you're looking to buy a business, right? Those would be the same metrics that you want to consider if you are looking to buy a business, because those are the foundational pieces. If you want to make a smart strategic decision, whether the investment that it's required for you to purchase a business is equivalent to the value and the return on your investment that you are also getting back, right? Because at the end of the day, in the big marketplace, it's always an exchange of value, right? So that's why you want to build your business out of value. And whether you do what you do with it or not, I always say you have choices. I've always been a big proponent of choices in life, and that's why I work so hard in building assets, because once you build assets and you create enough value, then you are in a really amazing position to transfer that value to someone else down the line, or just keep adding more value with the assets that you are creating. And business growth is definitely one of those important investments that you are making in your life, and also for the health and the building of your legacy, whether it's for your family or whatever other impact you like to make in society, right? So that is what it is. All right, everyone, if you have any questions, anything pertaining to building your business to sell or buying a business, and I'm talking about what I speak about is always foundational information or foundational frameworks. So whether you have an online business or whether you have a local traditional brick and mortar business, the same applies, right? So these are foundational metrics, I guess, to look at when you are considering building an asset, and what are some of those things that you want to focus on for maximum return on your investment through impact and income. Rudina, thank you so much for joining on Instagram. And Tom, thanks so much, guys, for joining. Let me know again, even here in my Facebook group community, if you're watching this live on replay, just put in the comments hashtag replay, and we'll be able to connect after this live. Thank you so much. Have a good rest of your beautiful Wednesday, everybody.